G'day guys, welcome back to MG Rebuild and hello to all the new subscribers out there. Today's a bit of a different day. Instead of working on the MG, we're going to take you to show you another MG. This one's a TF. There's a guy I've met just a couple of weeks ago that's also working on his TF. He's actually done this rebuild and we're going to have a look at it and see what it's all about. Join me on the journey. Okay, here we are in the garage. Now, as you can see, there's the 2D. It's been pulled apart, stripped down quite a bit. Still a bit more to go.
Is that Poppy trying to come?
The chassis work looks pretty good.
Scrabble at the door, I reckon.
Hello. Hi, how are you? Good, how are you? Yeah. That's good.
Oh, nice day for it.
That's beautiful. Gorgeous. I saw you out there with the horses.
Oh, right. Oh,
Is that you?
Yes. Yes. Oh, Poppy. Yeah, just open that.
Where are you originally from?
Okay, that's something different to the 2Ds. We don't actually have that bracket. I'm not 100% sure what it's for. Might be the wiper motor, I guess.
I'm from Top Mountain Country.
Yeah. That's, and I think that's probably why we like it.
Yeah. They're birthday.
You've gone a long way there.
Yeah, Norfolk.
Looks like the front suspension's looking good. Just that steering arm that's needs to be worked on.
This is that steering arm. Like, when you put it in there, line up the Woodruff key, it bangs right up against there. Look.
Okay, guys, this is something for the mindset out there. As you can see, the steering arm is actually hitting up against the back of the wheel cylinder. Now we know that shouldn't be the case, and it's not the case on the other side. So the steering arm itself doesn't look bent,
I think it's off another vehicle.
but it's possibly, yeah, like the owner said, it's possibly off another car. But we do have another one coming, so let's hope it's going to fit. Yeah.
That's too short.
Oh yeah.
And we've got the Armstrong dampers are leaking oil.
Time for a rebuild.
Yep.
Leaking much?
Yeah, it's dripping.
Dripping?
You can
Oh,
see.
okay.
You can see underneath there. There's some oil drips.
Oh right, yes.
So it's both the front ones.
Both front. So look, yeah. What are the back ones like?
Oh, I think this one's leaking. So the left-hand side's leaking, but the right-hand side's
Good.
okay.
It's a nice looking engine.
It's been redone. So yeah, the whole engine's been taken apart. No, got it. Bring it back. Bring it back. Stay there.
So all the timber works looks pretty good on this.
Yeah, I do wonder if it's been replaced actually.
Comes down to whether or how it's been stored, really.
It was in Queensland. Been in Queensland for a number of years.
Yeah, so was mine, but they've had to be replaced.
Oh, look, there's rust on it. There's been rust on it. I know that. Obviously, the previous owner had it running. Same
Yeah.
with that.
I'm not 100% sure. I've got a feeling, and I could be wrong here, and my viewers will tell me right here or wrong here. The rocker cover
Yeah.
was a different colour to the block. I think I read something somewhere, but I could be completely wrong. But it comes down to the personal choice of the owner, really, that sort of thing.
This has got a few. There's that issue, and there's that.
That casting issue, yeah.
And all those things together, and I go, nah, I'll look for another.
Well, you can certainly buy them. I know Moss have got them, and you can buy second-hand ones. I've got a second-hand one myself. That was fitted to a TF, I believe. So yeah, you can certainly get them. Now this is your temperature gauge you're having trouble with getting in there.
Yeah. I'm going to take this off and see if I can get to it from the inside and work it loose. But I've got to be careful because there's a little bulb on the end.
Yes, you certainly don't want to bust that bulb.
Yeah.
Okay, this is another question for the viewers. How do we get that little bulb out of the thermostat housing? Is there an easy way? What have you used? WD-40?
WD-40.
Is there something else that could be used to remove it from the actual housing without it busting?
That is very firm.
Yes, you certainly don't want to put too much pressure on it because you break the bulb and then you've got to have it all redone.
Yeah. That's an arm and a leg.
So if someone can throw a comment down below, we'll hopefully we can sort this out for the owner. But
quite nice looking.
Yeah, I do like that that side cover. That does look good. It certainly matches the rocker cover, but yeah, with a few issues with the rocker cover, that do need to be addressed.
Yeah, see, the previous owner had it running and he just sort of lashed up.
It's just got it sitting there. Yeah.
Yeah, the coil would have been
sit up there, and it's usually hanging upside down from memory with a coil.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So there's the issues with steering arms where they were fitted with no wood rough keys.
Yeah, that's a very interesting point.
It's an interesting way to drive a car as well, isn't it?
It'd be a scary way.
No lock nuts on the tie rod. You see that one? Yeah. There's no wood rough key.
Yeah.
But not an issue. And again, that's
that
too
bolt
short.
there's too short. Yeah.
That should be a lock nut on there, I reckon. On that.
I think from memory a castellated nut.
Oh, and a split
I
pin.
could be wrong, but I'm just trying to think back to when I pulled mine apart.
on
I
that
could be
side,
wrong.
On this one, I've got no cast. Oh, sorry. Yes, it is.
Yeah, the castellated. Yeah. So this one here's. Oh, yes, it is. Yeah, this one here is.
Is that? It should have a split pin, shouldn't it?
It should have a split pin. I haven't done mine as yet because I haven't torqued them up because you've got to have the weight of the engine on the suspension before you can torque those up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So anyway, I've got a few odds and sods to...
You've got a few things to sort out, but...
Yeah, and when I went to... I had to move a lot of stuff here. I had to take off that brake fitting and take out these...
the
backplate nuts
bolts,
and
yep.
bolts. And they came off. They're almost just finger tight. And so when I put them back on, a little bit of thread locker.
Yeah, it certainly pays to go over the whole entire car when someone else has been playing with it.
Yeah. But all new brake linings, all new brake cylinders, all new brake pipes.
All looks like the new brake lines as well, so
yeah,
that's a bonus.
Yep.
Might be worthwhile flushing them and popping the .5 in it. So it's
that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, so you got the synthetic
with this. There's a bit of foam just stuffed up the end here, which gets chewed up nicely. Now,
why?
That well, probably to keep greasing, I'm guessing.
Is there a cap that goes in there?
Well, that's a question. Yeah,
There's going to be a lot of questions with this video. today, guys.
So you can see what's been happening. That's been chewing up, eh?
Oh yes, it's just would make a mess up in there.
So you can see
And,
just little bits of.
And well, the question is, do we need to actually keep the grease in there? Because obviously the knock-on spin is going to stop that, but then again, it may travel down through the thread and come out onto the wheels. I don't know. I haven't had wire wheels for 20 or 25 years.
You know,
So
I would have thought there would be some sort of retainer for the grease inside. Just my thought.
yes,
I haven't looked at the other side yet, but maybe that's
well, that might have the answer,
yeah. These need
or might be exactly the same.
these need re-chroming, but the back ones look like someone's taken a block hammer to them.
Yeah, that is a fairly common thing to happen with them. Yeah, you can see there's a little bit of damage to that.
Yeah, but I'm not too worried about that.
Yeah, a fire will usually clean that up before it gets chromed, so it won't be too bad.
Oh, and another issue I found, just a little one, this, but the fuel pump on the TFs, as you know, is right back underneath on the chassis.
Underneath that, which is different to the TDs, yes?
Yeah. So it's back here, look, see? Just
See if I
if you can go right in under there, you might see it.
see if I can bring that up. Where are we? That silver one there?
Yep. That's the fuel pump. And they fitted it underneath the bracket instead of on top.
All right. Sorry, guys, I can't bear my camera angle any more than
It's a
that.
bit close to the exhaust pipe.
Yeah, that's quite a concern.
But anyway, when I've got this off, I'll put it back up on top where it should be.
Yeah, it's certainly something you don't want to have next to the fuel.
Yeah, you can see it better from here. Look, there, look. See, it should sit on top of the bracket, not underneath. See that bracket?
Yes.
See that bracket there? So that should sit up on top there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's, as you can see, guys, the fuel line is very close to the exhaust. Thankfully, this car hasn't been running. It's only been 10 meters, I suppose, just to make sure everything was running, and that was it. If the car had been running for any length of time, then you would have a potential fire hazard there. Yes.
It looks like all the springs have been done. They're looking neat.
The springs look good. The back suspension looks great.
This damper seems to be okay, no leak, but like I say, that one over on that side, it looks as though it's dripping oil. I've yet to determine whether it's coming out of the seal or whether it's coming out of the gasket.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, if it's a gasket, maybe all it needs is a new gasket, but if it's a seal, then
Yeah, from what I've heard, it's a lot of the time it's just best to get the whole thing rebuilt. More costly, but then it's good for the next 20, 30 years sort of thing. Now, this is something that we've got to sort out, isn't it?
yeah, it looks too big for the thing.
No, they do hang out.
Well, they do hang out, but
Right, the actual... Sorry, guys. The actual mounting holes don't marry up.
no.
Okay. Well, I'll just put this on hold for a sec. Okay, guys, I've just put my end caps on.
Yeah, look at that.
It's
It's a TD.
I don't know whether they're actually different ones or not on the TD to the TF. I've got no idea. Once again, guys, let us know. But these side panels, they don't actually marry up with the holes in the fuel tank. So do we have two TD ones here instead of TFs? So
That marries up perfectly.
marries up with my side panel. So it's quite possible, and of course it's actually a different colour, isn't it? Yours? The car was originally ivory.
That might be the ivory. I know they use red as an undercoat a lot.
It's quite a vibrant red for an undercoat though, you would think. As you can see, there's green. That's another primer, possibly.
Yep.
Maybe another primer, or maybe a touch of
It could be a green.
filler. It's hard to say which way it goes there. And it comes down into the white.
And that's
And-
the colour you would recognise.
The rust?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm not sure if that red is actually on top of that white or vice versa. It just, yeah, you can't really...
Difficult to tell.
It's hard to tell which one's higher. Obviously, if you've got a bit of sandpaper, you can just rub it back and see what's exposed.
Right, look underneath there, look, you've got red, white and green.
Yeah, so...
That's where the fuel tank.
Yeah. I'm guessing they're not the original ones.
Yeah, I am as well.
But, once again, guys, let us know, and we can go from there. Now, actually, I was going to get a few ideas for myself here on my car, because my tank supports aren't actually... Well, they were missing when I got my car, so I bought some, but I wasn't sure where they were mounted because my back panel didn't actually have any mounting holes. So,
I have got the panel that sits on here, I think that's over there.
oh, that little strip, that tin. Yeah. I do love that exhaust.
Do you like my doors?
The exhaust.
Oh, the exhaust, yes.
Yes,
Good, isn't it?
it's a nice looking exhaust, that
Yeah.
one there. Okay. So it looks like they run directly underneath the actual mounting holes, which makes a lot of sense.
This isn't the original to the car, by the way. I got this
Mm.
probably in Sydney.
No, that's fine, but those mounting holes do run like those. Yeah, they run directly underneath those mounting holes for the actual strapping. And well, it's about half an inch from the bottom, I guess. From the bottom of the thing. Might take some measurements off that just to make sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
So it's a little bit of panel work, not a huge amount actually.
Oh, there's a bit welding to do over here, though.
Ooh, that doesn't sound very... that sounds a bit ominous there. My right hand side wing had the same issue. I will admit, it wasn't that bad. Mine just had a crack through there
Yeah.
and was being welded up or brazed or whatever it was. I think it was welded from memory.
Oh, you want to see some brazing? That's some brazing.
Oh, you've got some brazing on. That's that's your rear valance.
Yep,
Ooh,
yep.
That is some really bad welding. I mean, I can't weld. I've never tried welding, but I know that is bad.
That's it. Yeah.
That is-
Well, that's brazing. I think.
Oh,
See,
yes.
You can see the braze there.
Oh,
I think someone's had a go at brazing that, and
I think that might have been
Really
their test piece.
needs new brackets. But whether it's worth cutting that out and making new brackets and welding that, or whether it's
And
just
straightening the
buy-
panel because
Yep.
it's gonna warp.
and whether it might be just buy a new panel.
Well, buy a good second-hand one, perhaps,
Or it's a good second hand. If I can find one.
because that valance is completely different to the 2D valance.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Totally different. I'm actually quite surprised by the difference. I've never looked at a TF valance, rear valance, but certainly totally different.
Yeah, that's not pretty.
Yeah, and you can see it's already distorted.
Yeah.
So,
Doesn't sit on there very well.
no, it certainly wouldn't. I can't imagine that it would ever.
That's
Never would.
that's probably the worst bit there on the wing. So there's a little bit there as well.
Yeah.
But the rest of it.
But the wing itself is fairly straight.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Some of that needs a bit of work.
Oh,
But
yes.
I think that's again a bit of rust there's been along that edge there where that's welded in.
Yep.
That's just a little bit of.
Oh, just a little bit of tapping down the bottom there. We'll
Tapping,
fix that in.
yeah.
A couple of minutes work and you'll be done.
Other than that, it's not too bad.
Yeah, a little bit of work around the.
Yeah, that needs a bit of work.
What's that? Is that the indicator light?
No, that's where the front bumper goes on.
Oh, it's the front bumper mount.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
That goes right on the front of the chassis.
Right.
So
Okay. Yep. Once
the
again,
bolt goes in there onto the chassis.
a totally different setup on the
Yep.
TD.
Yep.
Yeah, you certainly wouldn't want to replace the guard because that is horrendously expensive. I know on a TD you're looking. I've seen prices around $3,000 that's second hand.
Say in excess of $3,000. I've seen them from the UK. They're in excess of $3,000.
Yeah.
And then you've got to ship it.
Yeah, that's
So,
exactly right. That's the
yeah.
expensive part.
Yeah.
And then we've got the infamous grille. that looks in pretty good nick. Just needs a clean up.
Oh, there's a few little dings there, I think.
Oh yes, you got a little
Yeah,
dent there in the
yeah,
front there.
Yeah.
Look, it's
there, look.
oh yeah, and
Yep.
crack or weld? No, it's been cracked. Oh, okay, so then she's cracked down there. So
Yeah. So there's a little bit of,
certainly all repairable though.
Yep.
And okay, yours.
That's the
Is that standard? Had the TF chrome? I'm not sure. I know the TD had a Mark II.
That's standard. That
Yeah.
chrome in that standard.
Yeah.
Oh, I fixed that on the wire. Yeah, all that comes out. Look.
Oh yeah, yeah. I haven't taken mine off yet. That's that's next year sometime.
No, this came off. That's the way it came.
That's right. And of course you got the
And that's,
you've got
that's
the false radiator cap there as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all doable.
Oh yeah, it's certainly repairable. There's no two ways about it. It's yeah, it'll take a bit of work.
And this is just sellotape that's stuck on there. So. In case you're wondering what it is.
It's just your attempt at chroming. Okay. Well, it's quite a good car. It's quite a good project you got here. Oh, there we got one of the seats.
This seat over here.
And then you can carry on. My financial advisor who I used to work with, I've actually got a seat in the office with the finance.
We've got all the seat stuff. Yeah, that would be the original.
Yeah, it would be. Well, that's torn it.
Oh, it's just a bit bloody vinyl.
But yeah, certainly better condition what mine seats are because I've only got the timber.
Yeah, see, all this stuff has just been tacked on.
Yeah, it's just
But we've got all the workings here.
yeah,
So-
yeah, they'll clean up quite nicely.
Yep, the seat's there anyway.
Yeah. Oh, you can. It's like I said, it's a very good project you got here. Yes, it's going to take a bit of work, but you've got a really good base here.
I think I'm missing a piece of timber that goes in under here. Because
It suggests it does.
Yep.
There is a piece, but there's a bracket there. So whether there's a cutout for the piece,
bracket here as well.
yeah. So yeah, it's quite possible.
It looks like it because you've got the
I've done it more so than me.
Yeah, you got the actual tonneau cover clips holes,
Yeah.
or the holes for the tonneau cover. Yeah. But yeah, I'd suggest there would be timber there. Could be wrong, but
nice light steering.
there would be now. No wheels. Hi,
Hey,
how you going?
good.
There we got all the wet gear over there.
Oh, you got the side curtains and everything,
Yeah.
and
With this special treated.
oh, mine's like that.
Yeah.
Looks great.
It does.
Yeah. Back
No
in
one,
the
no one can see in.
or out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yourself sitting in there?
And the rear guards look pretty good from what I can see
Not
here.
too bad. Yeah.
Yeah, they look. and actually, that front guard doesn't look too bad either.
This one's
Actually,
not too bad. No.
looks pretty straight.
There's a little bit of repair there. Look.
Yeah.
Down there, but yeah, you can see there's been a little bit of rust there.
I've got a little bit there on mine. Yeah, cleaned it up.
That's a real wheel carrier. Spare wheel carrier.
Yeah.
Once again, different too.
Yep.
It's amazing. The cars are very, very similar, but there's so much different at the same time. It's amazing. Like it's only what year is this one? 55?
54.
54? And mine's a 50, so it's only 4 years difference. But the difference they've made in the two different models is quite enormous.
And that's the
The
dash panel.
The injections and I've now last week.
That looks in pretty good nick.
yeah, it is. It is. And there's a panel with all the instruments sit on there, and you've got your two sort of.
Yeah, so that's something that's also different on the TD. The TD being a timber one, and this one's steel. So
Well, they covered that with vinyl, so that would have been vinyl covered.
yeah,
And yeah, it's got all the
So this is much
all the
better.
screw fixings and
yeah. So that's all nice and straight. So that looks good.
Yeah.
And of course, I don't know if you guys saw it before. There's a little bit of a dash set up in here as well because it's what the previous owner just did to when he started up the vehicle to make sure he had oil pressure and temperature and so forth. So that's all set up there. So overall, it's a pretty good little car. you've got here.
Yeah.
Yes, it needs a bit of work.
There used to be that.
Certainly nowhere near as what mine had to. But no, it'll come along really nice.
Maybe the tank supports.
Yeah.
I think they go that way up.
Yes, they definitely do. Yeah. Yeah. So,
So you've got the tank supports there, and
and then there's a rubber strip that sits on top of that
yeah,
as well.
yeah.
So yeah.
Crammed up a year already.
And what sort of time frame do you reckon?
2 years.
2 years. Yeah. Well, I think it's
I'm not rushing.
it's very achievable. The 2 year period.
I'm
Still
not
got
rushing, and
still got the original cross plies on it.
they're different size. The front wheels and the front tyres and the back tyres are different sizes.
Really?
That's a lower profile on the front.
Okay.
Um,
And different tread on the back as
if
well.
If you look at that,
Oh, that's a radial.
you
Looks
can
at
see
that.
that's a lot deeper than the front one.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Made it interesting.
Oh, I reckon it would. Yes. But nice little car. She'll come together quite nicely, this one. And
I've got one bumper, like I say.
yeah.
That's the one. Those are tank tops. The front bumper. They need re-chroming, but it's not bad actually.
It looks very straight.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That is a nice bumper.
A little bit of I suppose that's distortion from the
Distortion from the actual mounts,
Yeah.
most likely, yeah.
but like I say, I'll need re-chroming.
Oh, yes, definitely.
I'm still,
But
I'll look at this one for a while, whether I'll...
we'll see what's around on the market.
Yeah, I think to repair, I think that's going to be just too much.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the cost would be. Well, new, I've got no idea. I certainly don't know about second hand either, but
You're going to have to cut out, you're going to have to cut out these bits. I don't
you'll need to cut them out, cut both out, and then,
and make new brackets
yeah, and then try and get it straight again.
and try and get it straight.
That's going to be fairly hard.
It's not going to sit very well.
No, it's,
And you can see they've been drilling holes again just to get the bloody thing to fit.
yes.
Same out here.
Yeah, I had to fill my holes up in a couple of spots on my rear valance as well.
Yeah.
But
Oh, that's bloody brackets, that one. Must be over there.
there's a quick little snapshot of one of the Jags sitting in the garage.
See if you can work out the rego.
Okay, there's a challenge for you guys. Work out that rego.
Why is it XFS 632?
I'll find out the answer and I'll let you guys know later on once you've had a bit of a guess.
And there's the other. Where are you off to, Pop?
Oh, you got a big Huntsman on that too. And
XKR 428.
and there's the other one. That is a beautiful. And I saw this car last weekend. It is a stunning car. You wouldn't believe it's 17 years old. It's showroom condition. Absolute stunning. Yes. Got some nice, fine British automobiles in his garage. And another one on its way. Very lucky man. Oh, here we go. It's coming off. The carver's coming off. I can't blame you. I'll be showing off at every stage too. I'll just try and get this all in frame here.
No rust.
No, you won't have rust on that one.
Lovely looking coat.
Ah, yes, that's a beautiful car. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed looking at the TF. It's a pretty good project car he's got it on his hands there. It's more complete than what mine was. The bodywork's in better condition in some ways. There's a lot of panels have been welded up that will need to be addressed. But he's also very lucky the actual engine has all been completely rebuilt and has been running very shortly, but it's been running. It's got a new exhaust and everything there. So there's a few things he's got to do. Overall, it's a really good car, and I think he's going to be very happy with it when it's all finished off. So good luck to him. So that's the end of the video today. I won't be posting as many videos over the next couple of weeks as I have done regularly due to Christmas and a few other things on the go as well. So if this is my last video before Christmas, Merry Christmas to everybody. We'll try and get another one in before the fat fella comes down the chimney, but we'll see how we go. So don't forget, if you want some merch for a Christmas present, jump on board. The store is down there in the description, and also on the bottom there as well. So don't forget to jump onto Instagram as well, have a look at the video before it comes out on YouTube, and we'll see you next time.